The man stayed in the basement for 3 days and 3 nights, facing 15 surveillance screens that showed every corner of the house. His sister-in-law showering in the bathroom, a female college student entertaining herself in her room, a brutal murder scene, and even darker hidden watchers lurking in the shadows. The story takes place in a mixed-use apartment. Its former owner was a serial killer, and not long ago, news suddenly spread that he had died. Afterward, his house was auctioned off at a low price. Cam and his wife Sky discussed it and eventually bought this murder house. Not long after, Sky's younger sister Sman moved in as well, following a fight with her boyfriend. When she learned they had bought the place cheaply, she immediately suspected it was haunted and panicked. The former owner had many properties, and he loved renting them out at low prices. His true purpose was to install hidden cameras inside, watching the tenants' every move. Then he would wait for the right time to strike. The killer would hide in the room before the tenant returned, then brutally murder them. Hearing this, Sman grew nervous and made an excuse to take a shower. At that moment, Cam suddenly remembered they hadn't yet turned on the water heater in the new room. So Cam went downstairs to switch it on, but while using his phone as a flashlight, it slipped and fell under the pipes. After making sure the water heater was working, Cam bent down to retrieve his phone, but accidentally bumped into a wooden panel nearby. That's when he realized the room was hiding a secret. Feeling around, he pried open a wooden door. When he switched on the light inside, he found himself facing dusty shelves, and to his shock, a monitor surrounded by piles of hard drives. He cautiously turned on the screen and discovered real-time surveillance footage of every corner of his home. Even the private bathroom had a 360-degree view, revealing this was the killer's old setup. Looking back at the monitor, Cam now saw Sman bathing. The fact she was his sister-in-law made his thoughts spiral, and he began peeping. 2.5 minutes later, Cam left and went upstairs. He intended to tell his wife everything, but suddenly Sman interrupted him. She claimed to see a shadow outside the window and suspected it was her clingy ex-boyfriend. Cam opened the door to check, but found nothing there. Consumed by his own desire, Cam no longer had the courage to confess. That hidden door had become the trigger for his descent into darkness.